Marky, just an effort like this right up and down the lineup for everybody. This, has to be a great building block for you guys as a group here.
Yeah, huge game, and from the fans and everybody in here till everyone is on the ice. It was a effort. So it was a good big win at home, and we needed that.
What can a moment like this be in terms of building blocks, right? When you look at breaking down that game.
Yeah, I think it's a good moment. I think we got to build every game, and we got to get better, and we got to clean stuff up, and there's no better way than to do that when you win hockey games.
Marky's second shutout against the Rangers this year. How much have you taken in this rivalry between you guys?
No, it's fun, and I mean everybody's excited about it. And I said earlier, there's a lot of Devils fan who work with Rangers fan and Islanders fan, and they come in on the spare time, they support us. So you want to give them some bragging rights and give back a little bit.
What can you say about the crowd tonight?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been all year, and I really feel the support, and our team feels the support. So it's huge, and we're gonna need it every night going forward here.
Special teams have been, a real bread and butter for you guys this year, but at this time of year in particular, to be able to capitalize in those moments, whether it's killing off a penalty short, all those things, how crucial is that? Right
yeah,
now?
It's huge.
Yeah.
Like today too, 5-on-5 game was, back and forth and not much happening, and we get a power play, score right away. They get a power play, and we get one on the penalty kill, which is huge. So the special team was big for us tonight, and it's going to matter moving forward as well.
After today, you have 4 shutouts. Allen has 4 shutouts. Do you guys push each other, constantly be at your best in order to, help strive to that level?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's, we push each other, whoever play, and, you want to do whatever you can to support and to help. And, shutouts is not really you talk about or think about. It's more, the wins and, the team record.
Lastly, did Clark have more fun watching the game or running around?
I think he likes to be running around more, but he's getting better.
How important has it been for you to really lock in, find your game again with a few games left in the season before the playoffs start?
Yeah, it's this is where the fun games and important game starts, and the playoffs. Everybody want to be part of it, and it's really hard to get in. And it's looking good right now, but we got to keep our foot on the gas.
Does it feel like you guys are building something at the right time right now?
We're just taking it day by day, and you can't look too far ahead. And we just gotta get better and try to clean stuff up, and then prepare for the next game.
Thanks, Marky. Nico, the goals may have come from you, Timo, and Brader, but, this was really felt like a full team up and down the lineup effort when it comes to the smaller details of the game to help produce there.
Yeah, really solid team effort. Everyone was digging in. I think we had a few days to rest up, a few days to practice, which in March we didn't have that much opportunity, so we were fresh, we were very detailed, and it was a good team win for us for sure.
Could you feel can you feel that that idea of rest when you're actually going into
100%. It's definitely a little different if you have 4 days no game and then back-to-backs and play every other night, so I think it's just normal.
What is the significance of coming out of those couple days with a performance like this, allowing yourselves to build more momentum?
I think the right mindset, and you got to let your legs work at first. I think they're fresh, so be skating, especially the team we are. We're a skating team, so we should be all fresh and let the skating do the work at the beginning.
Skating doing the work, speak of that, the shorthanded goal there. That was, a nice pass by Dilly out to you guys there.
Very nice pass by Dilly. I mean, he could clear it, but he's Brader, and we go in a 2-on-1, and we're able to finish.
It's so crucial at this time of year that special teams come through. It's been what you guys have, your bread and butter all year, because it's tougher at this time of year, 5-on-5.
Yeah, I mean, good teams have good special teams, and I feel like, we've been all year. We've been pretty good in both special teams, and you just got to keep it up. Even sometimes when you're not scoring or you get scored on in PK, just got to get back to the roots and simplify it, and I think we've done a great job this year with special teams.
Nico, you've won 3 in a row before, but does this one maybe feel different, like you're putting some together at the right time down the stretch here?
Yeah, I mean, we're not done for sure. I think we have still a couple of games left, and important games. Obviously, that's a big win, a team that's chasing us, so for us, that's a big win, and now we just look forward to the next game.
How big was Marky tonight? Second shutout against the Rangers this year.
He was unbelievable. I mean, he made some great save in crucial moments into the game, and yeah, really happy for him, like the work he's done, and then now getting that shutout. So I think we're all really happy.
This was such a big game for the Rangers too. Does that make it almost a little sweeter?
It's always sweet beating the Rangers. So I think, but obviously we know where they at in the standings. So it's definitely good to beat them. But I think every win against the Rangers is sweet.
You guys have talked all year about wanting to make this place a difficult place to play for your opponents. You guys can now have a stretch of a number of home games where you have that chance to really build that going into the playoffs. What's your take on being able to, make this really a true home ice advantage?
Yeah, just work on it. In the playoffs, it's huge. If you have the fans have your back, and in your own barn, you just gotta be good. You gotta soak that energy in from the rink, and today was a fun game. Fans showed up, and we were able to put down a solid effort.
Overall, a really great team effort from this group. You guys had a break. You never know sort of how you're going to come in. What do you like most here?
Yeah, we had a good couple practices. We knew how important this game is. We prepared the right way. Came out, everybody played well today, starting with our goalie and then all the Ds, all the forwards. It was a full team effort. So definitely feels nice when you have wins like this at home in front of your fans. Yeah, it's definitely a good one.
To build that 2-0 lead, you guys relied on your special team. That's been the bread and butter all year long, just to sort of see that come through.
Yeah, these are the times, it's important. Special teams have been good all year, but you got to come through in those important moments. We did that tonight. Unbelievable, by the PK. They got a goal as well. So, like I said, by everybody, a great effort.
Is it just that notion that, as things get tighter, it gets harder to score 5-on-5, right? So you need to take those moments of the game.
100%, but it should bring the best out of you that these games are tight. They are important, but we, like I said, we prepare for games like this. It was, a luxury that we had these couple days the practice, and we've had a tough schedule. So we took advantage of it, and now it's about building on this game. It's a couple games left that are really important, and we got to be able to keep going and keep improving.
You controlled a lot of this game, but in the moments where they had their pushes, just what can you say about the performance that we're really seeing from Marky now finding his groove the way he has?
Unbelievable saves. Like you said, it's critical times when they might have the momentum. He's making the saves at the right time for us. The push through their push, and then it's small details like we saw in the third period there by Mersch, driving a puck down, holding on to it, and then it leads to a goal after. So these smaller details they really matter at this time of year, and you can see it in those games.
Sheldon said before the game that you can tell that these games against the Rangers mean just a little bit more to you guys. For you guys now to go 3-0-1 against them this season, just what's your take?
Yeah, I think with the way and the standings and everything, it was a really important game for both teams, and then playing against the Rangers makes it even more special. Great atmosphere, Saturday afternoon game. That's definitely one that was easy to get up for.
Yeah, and you've been on a bit of a roll, March now into April, all in terms of personal goal scoring. Just, what do you attribute that sort of like that switch going to?
Just sticking with it, believing and continue to go and just keep shooting the puck and getting the opportunity on the power play definitely helps.
You win 3 games in a row again, and you've done it before, but does this one feel different? Like maybe you guys are building on something maybe you weren't building on maybe before?
Yeah, like I said, it's now the important thing is to build on this game. We had a good game, but now you got to build, and the good stuff that we did, we got to continue to do that. And a couple games left here, we were trying to secure a playoff spot, but also prepare for the playoffs. So at this time of the year, we've struggled with getting wins together or more than 3. So this is perfect time to get on a roll here where we beat that.
The level that Brader's playing at right now, Where do you attribute that to? What do you see out of him every day?
Not just playing, the way he's preparing for games, the way he's practicing, the way he's holding himself. It's as good as it gets, and it translates to the games. And huge for us. He's making plays all over the ice defensively, on the PK there, and then just outstanding, and he'll continue to do that.
Sheldon, at this time of the year, when things sort of are cramping up there, it can be a little harder to score 5-on-5, and you really need your special teams to come through. How big has that been for you guys right now? It's been all year like that, but in this game in particular.
Yeah, I mean, we've come to count on it all season. It's been great for us, both sides of it. But yeah, in this game, on the bench, you're kind of like, it might take a power play here to be the difference. Of course, they got the first one, so we had to get a kill. But once we had it, obviously, didn't take us long. For huge face-off win by Nico, great job by Luke to attack the middle of the ice and kind of freeze everyone and open up some space for Timo to rip it. So that was a big moment in the game.
This is a time of year for big-name players to really, step up and do that. You really got that from your group tonight. But there were also smaller plays of the details in this game. It was a real full up and down the lineup effort here.
Yeah, I would agree. I liked our team game overall. I mean, I just, for the most part, rolled 4 lines like that. I thought our 6 defensemen did a nice job. Everybody, sort of made their mark on the game. Obviously, goaltending was tremendous, and just got better and better as the game wore on. We needed them a little bit more. But yeah, I thought because our team game was so good, like at 5-on-5, I mean, there's not a lot there either way on both teams, but we didn't give up very much at all at 5-on-5. So played a real disciplined game, gave our special teams the opportunity, the chance to make the difference in the game. And obviously between the power play goal, shorthanded goal, an empty net goal, that's huge. And then, the big goal for me, outside of those, of course, is Meier's second goal. I mean, I just love that sequence. Mercer takes the puck, skates it down the ice, hangs onto it, does all the things we want him to do in that moment, which is to maintain the puck, drive it down, get us on the offensive zone. And we had a good sequence coming out of that. Unbelievable pass by Casey, and then Timo does his thing. So, I go down the list. There's a lot of really, really great things. Dylan makes a terrific play to get us out of our zone clean, to create that 2-on-1 shorthanded. So, really good job by our group.
Coach, you've put 3 wins together before in a row, but does it feel like maybe you're building on something at the right time here?
Yeah, I do. I think so. I've liked our response here, but similar to when we came past the trade deadline and we kind of rallied the group and put together a few really good games. Like we were going then, and then I thought we took a step backwards and took a little bit to get it back again. So the key, of course, for us is to not take a step back. We want to finish real strong here. We've talked a lot about taking care of our own business here and solidifying our position, and today is a big step towards that. But in terms of our overall game, we want to maintain it through the remaining games.
Just how encouraging has it been to see Jacob Markstrom playing at this level after his injury?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's been building. You kind of talked about it, when he was coming back and his game wasn't, where you would expect it to be, that it's going to take a bit. That's the type of goaltender he is. He's a field-based guy. He needs to be in there, needs the reps, and sometimes you got to work your way through some things, and I think that was the process, and he's in a real nice spot now.
And Seamus' first game back in a little bit. Just what did you see from him tonight?
I thought he was solid. I thought I just referred to that one pass that he made to really sort of ice the game. In the third period, he also made a great pass, set Sprong up for a one-timer in the first period early in the game, and that was an elite play. Have to watch it all back on the details and such, but they've got some. They got their group kind of spread out over there. The Rangers, in terms of their players, are spread out over 4 lines. They got some size and skill. There's not a lot of free and easy shifts. So I thought he managed it well from my perspective behind the bench. So I liked what he brought to the group today.
Do you feel like that first penalty kill gave your group momentum?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I didn't like how we started the second period. I thought Rangers for the first few minutes of the second were on top of us, and they got to their game a little bit quicker, and then we took a penalty. I think if I'm remembering that one correctly, Brad had the shorthanded breakaway in that penalty kill. So I thought it did allow us to get going, but I really liked our first period. I thought our first period was excellent. We moved the puck really well. We had some, I would call, like almost chances, like we were really making plays. We just had the final play or pass was off a little bit, or we missed the shot. But I really liked our first period and thought it got us really entrenched in the game. But it's still 0-0, so you gotta stay with it. So I would say, yeah, the special teams and that penalty kill helped us. Of course, it's a big moment, right? Like I was saying, there's not a lot going on in the game. It's pretty tight. They get the first power play. They're a dangerous group, So I thought we managed that well. But I really thought we started to build our game pretty good in the first, which is what I was hoping. Of course, we had some time off here, and as a coach, you love time off. March was tough with 16 games in 31 days, but as a coach, you want the practice time, you want the rest, but you're always concerned you lose your edge a little bit. And these guys are so conditioned to be playing basically every second day this time of year. So this was different, both teams really. I think today was their, they had one game in 6 days coming into today. Because of that, I thought both teams had a little extra juice and a little extra speed and pace and execution with the puck.
I was going to ask you about about dictating the game early. You guys came out and seemed like you kept them hemmed in. You took a lot of loose pucks away from them. You had a lot of good shots on goal in that first little while there, sort of dictate the play. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, that's sort of what I was referring to. I liked it. I liked how we moved the puck, all four lines in our 60. I thought we broke out well. Made some plays through the neutral zone on entry that kind of helped us get our offense going. I thought there was a few plays, if we could just connect a little bit cleaner, we'd get some really, really high-end chances. But, I thought Shesterkin looked really good in the first period. And, behind the bench, oh no, this is not good. This could be a goalie fest here, both sides. Again, Timo ripping one in kind of broke it open for us a bit. But I did like how we got on top of them in the first. As a result, we didn't give up very much. There was maybe about a 2-minute segment of the first period where we lost some pucks on our own end that they got some chances on. But aside from that, I thought we were really, really dialed in on both sides of the puck.
The last one here. Do you feel like the score sheet is maybe not indicative of Sprong's play lately?
I think that's a real good observation and question. Yeah, I think he's been good. I like that line today. I thought he was really strong with the puck. The puck finds him. Like it seems to get onto his stick quite a bit, and you like that. The skill set and the history that he has of scoring in the league tells you that he will score. I think right now he's a guy he's coming back up to the NHL from the American Hockey League, and he's trying to give himself every opportunity to show he belongs. I think defensively he's been tremendous. I've been encouraging him to let loose a little bit more offensively. That's part of why I've got him in, is I need him to be a difference maker offensively, but I like that he hasn't hurt us defensively. He's done a really nice job, but the skill set is there to help us stay on the puck, and I think with the way we have our lines set up today, as an example with Glass and Cotter, I think there's some real possibilities there that we can get some mismatches lower in the lineup with their skill set, and that can help us. And I thought that line was good. Sprong was good. Really nice to see Glass back. He was good. So we'll just stay with it.
Thank you, Sheldon.
Yeah, thanks.